Luthra. Today we are going to be reacting to fazerug, exposing the truth about my paranormal videos. So let's see it.
All the time. I never believed it. To me, it was just a board game. That's why I didn't take it serious. But once it actually moved, I was like, there's no way. This is serious, Brian. It's actually freaking moving by itself.
Hey, wait.
You feel it's moving alone. You can feel there's no tension from everyone. It's just gliding across the board, and it's scary.
Don't you kind of feel like there's something in your body?
Yes.
It's not just your hands, it's more like someone is... You're being controlled.
Sleepwalking or something, yeah.
So the worst thing you can do when you're playing the Ouija board is taking your hand off the planchette before saying goodbye.
Who's been living...
Can I look?
Hey! You can't!
You need to end the conversation with whoever you're talking to on the other side, or else bad things will happen to you.
But I didn't know that. You guys started freaking out. You and Anthony, they were like, no, no, no.
Put your hands back on, put your hands back on. And she panicked, she put her hands back on, but it's too late.
It's too late, and I didn't know it was too late.
Yeah. I personally was scared when that happened because I've never seen anyone take their hand off. So we just asked, will you forgive Jessica for that? And it went to no.
Do you forgive her for doing that? Jess, you're dumb.
Jessica, why'd you let go? I should have told you the rules. In my head, I was really scared. I didn't want to show it in front of you guys. The movement was more intense than when me and Anthony have ever played it. It was
100%.
I was just wondering who we were talking to, and I asked the question.
We never got your name. What is it?
And this is where things go downhill. It moved to Z. Me and you were like, no, no.
Never forget
no.
when it went to Z.
So let me explain for those who don't know. There is a very powerful demon named...
No,
I'm not
Just
saying
type,
it.
write it on the screen.
I'll say it. For anyone out there who does not want to hear the name, just skip like 3 seconds. Zozo. That's the name.
I still heard it. Okay, anyways, so we saw that it went to Z, and we're like, no, like, it can't be. Like, we've never contacted this demon, spirit, whatever it was. It's so powerful that, like, we don't even know what it is.
I just read online that it's only content.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Okay, look.
Yeah.
You're an idiot.
Dude, right after you said that.
Right,
We'll
that
hear
hasn't
more.
happened.
Don't worry, I'm pretty
Stop.
sure.
It sounds close.
Okay, I don't know if you guys could hear it because we're, like, mic'd up.
Nah, they're not gonna be able to hear it. I just read something online. Supposedly, that spirit has only contacted like 6 people.
No.
There's no way.
No.
Spirits cannot like fake their identity about that person, so it was him 1000%, and they're all like in a history line thing.
So are we a part of history?
So like, if we had a way to prove it, then we're a part of that list.
So after the Z, it went to O. No, Anthony, we're all freaking out.
I still didn't know who the Zio was. Who is this?
Anthony and I immediately wanted to end the game because we're like, we can't let it continue. So we asked if we can end the...
Wait, say goodbye, go over goodbye. Bye.
What are you guys doing that? Why are you guys doing that?
I accidentally dropped the planchette out of fear off of the board. I turned the camera to myself and I'm freaking out. My face is red.
Wait, I'm crying. Hold on, I'm actually crying right now. Let's get out.
And we just felt like we didn't get enough answers. We were like, we have to go back in.
We're about to play, but out here. We're just gonna see if we get any other spirit, but if we get the same one, then we're ending it, and that's it.
We were really interested because we've never really seen anyone contact that spirit. At least I haven't. Have you?
No.
We convinced Jessica to do it, which didn't take much convincing because she was scared, but not as scared as she was gonna get.
I had no idea what was coming.
Put our hands back on the board. Are there any spirits in here that would like to contact us, yes or no?
Are there any spirits in this room that would like to contact us, yes or no?
Went straight to yes. Okay, we asked for the name. What's your name? Went to Z.
Okay, go ahead.
Went to O. Went to Z.
C.
Went to O.
Are you gonna let it finish?
Should we or no? We let it complete the name. What did we do? We freaked out again. We asked if we can end the game.
Can we please end the game?
We ended it. We took our hands off the planchette. I felt some crazy energy.
I feel so weird. I don't know. Do you guys not feel weird?
This was different. It felt like there was something in the room with us, hovering over us, pushing our hands down.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, it was weird.
but little did we know what was gonna happen to Jessica.
I think I started realizing how like scary it was about to get.
Do you remember how you felt after the second game?
I do remember like feeling nervous, and then I had like a pressure on my chest. It kind of felt like somebody was stabbing you in your heart.
As soon as Jessica explained how she was feeling, I felt the pressure off me come off. So it's like it like detached itself to me and went to the most vulnerable person in the room.
Yeah.
They say that whenever people are in the presence of spirits, they feel like something's choking them, like they can't breathe. And that's literally what you just first experience.
Yeah, it was like that.
And that's when I started noticing that, yo, like, this could kind of get dangerous. Like, I don't know what to do. So we decided to try it again.
Like, I'm scared to drive
the board one more time.
So we go in for the third time. We ask the same question that we usually do to start it off.
Are there any spirits in this room that would like to contact us? Yes or no?
It said yes, there's someone here. We asked for the name. It went to Zio. Do you remember, like, what you said?
I remember asking you, like, are you sure you want to finish? Are you gonna let it finish?
Should we or no?
We let it finish, and it spelled the name that I'm not going to say. We were just like, hey, can we be at peace?
Can we be at peace with you?
What did it say?
No.
As we're like trying to talk about it, it starts moving to the Z, to the O, to the Z, O, Z, O, Z, O, Z, O, fast. I've never felt it this powerful, and we're freaking out. And we're like, can we please end the game? And it finally went to goodbye.
Can we please say goodbye? Oh my god, you don't understand how bad that is.
Right after we ended it is when things kind of started to like pick up. I think I told you guys turn off the cameras because I kind of started feeling weird and I didn't want to be filmed.
I had to like cut the recording and stuff because she was like crying and she was about to throw up.
So we turn off the cameras and Jessica runs to the bathroom. Me and Anthony started looking things up on this demonic spirit. The first thing we saw is that it likes attacking women. The fire right now
It's spinning.
is going crazy right
like
now.
a tornado. I remember going to the bathroom. I remember feeling like dizzy, lightheaded, just like really weird. I felt like I needed to throw up. Remember when I came out, I looked like bright red. My eyes were bloodshot. My eyes,
red.
yeah.
Bro, it looked like you hadn't slept in weeks.
Yes.
Yeah.
I felt like I really needed to cry. That was like kind of like my main emotion was just
She cried.
crying. Oh, my stomach was killing me.
Was it like burning?
Yes.
I just couldn't help but feel like it was all my fault too, because I'm like, dude, I brought this here. We contacted literally the most horrific demon that you possibly can in my cousin's home.
I'm not joking, not in my house.
I'm not joking.
I don't care anymore, not in my house. So I was still feeling like ill, like not right, something wasn't right, but I will say as soon as you and Anthony left with the Ouija board, I did feel like a weight was lifted off my shoulders almost. I felt like kind of like the energy that was hovering over me or like putting that pressure on me kind of went away.
Now I feel good. Like I feel fine now.
That's absolutely insane. I still remember when I burned a Ouija board in the past. I burned it at my old house because I didn't want it following me to the new house. It was in the new house. It reappeared in my garage. All the OGs remember that. It just felt like I couldn't get rid of it. Like burning it wasn't a solution. We had a priest come bless the house. To this day, I still feel like there's something attached to me, which is why I'm actually seeing a medium very, very soon, and I'm gonna document the whole thing. I'm sorry I got you possessed.
It's okay, I'm happy it's all over with and now we can talk about it and help other people not be as dumb as I was, stay away from the Ouija
Take
board.
it from someone who got possessed. Number 2, flooded in the haunted tunnel. It was a typical day. I wanted to go to the tunnel with Anthony, literally just to make a YouTube video. Let's see how far we can go. I still remember the weather was like sprinkling. Foggy day. Foggy. So we're just like, yeah, let's go to the tunnel. Let's make a video and we start our venture. Yeah.
We're actually parked in front of the haunted tunnel.
And would you like to tell them what time it is, Anthony?
10:17. I'm actually super scared. The rain is getting so much harder, dude.
We start
Now let's continue.
going deep, right? Like
The water was coming out. Like I remember we saw it flowing in the tunnel, but we never thought like this is gonna be dangerous. We're like, all right, let's just go in. And remember we went in, everything was fine. We had the flashlights. It was little by little. The water kept getting more intense.
it kept filling a little more, and we noticed that like, hey, like we've never had to like stand like this before in this part of the tunnel. We had to keep extending our legs, like, yo, the water is kind of going up, like the levels.
But it wasn't to a point where you could notice. It was almost at the point where you don't notice till it's too late because of how slow it was filling.
Oh my god, the water is so deep. Oh my god, it got so much worse. I can't. Anthony, there's a lot. Anthony, there's a lot of water.
Out of nowhere, like the water level, I would say was like up to here.
Yeah.
We start realizing, yo, like I think we have to go back. This is not normal.
We didn't. We kept walking, dude.
It was also getting louder and louder. Because what we didn't realize what was happening outside is that it started raining extremely hard.
Anthony, what's going on?
And we had no idea because you don't know what's happening. You're under like 15 feet of freaking concrete.
Yeah, the way we noticed is that the water level kept rising and rising, and the pressure was getting harder and harder, and like to the point where it was starting to get hard to walk. Kind of reminded me of the Titanic, I'm not gonna lie. Like, you just start seeing like water come around from the corner.
Oh my god.
Fast.
The water was moving so fast. Imagine if you put a treadmill on like the highest speed and you were standing on the sides of the treadmill and then you try to put your foot down.
Yes.
That's what happens to you when you touch the water. That's how fast the water was going. Every time we go to the tunnel, I brought like a dumb weapon, dude. So I had a machete that my dad bought. We didn't think anything's gonna happen there, but you know, like, oh, we see a spider or we see a tree branch in the way, it would be fun to cut it, you know? So
Is that a bat? You want to know something crazy real quick before we continue? There was a bat in the daytime on our house.
oh, that's so gross and
Looked
weird.
it up. It was an omen of something less than death.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
So back to the story is like Brian's running behind me and I had the machete. Something grabs my leg. One thing that you could argue is, oh, it was a branch. I promise you guys, it was like a hand grabbed my leg and I felt it pulsing, grabbing and letting go, grabbing and letting go. I grabbed the machete and swiped it. I was screaming at Brian and it lets go, but like we're still moving at high speeds. If you fall,
You're done.
you're done.
I'm about to fall. Anthony!
I was using every strength in my
Yeah.
body possible to make sure I stay afloat, and
I was fat and I was struggling. We're getting out of the tunnel. You see the exit, you're like, oh my God, I'm gonna survive. Now you're about to fall in a like lake of infected water with animals in it that you don't know. Frogs, really bad things are disposed of in that lake, like bottles, needles, glass, stuff like that. There's a little platform right before you get in the tunnel. I jump out, I fall on the ground, I get up, and Brian's coming in so fast.
on the way, bro.
He's on the way. I look.
I was like, this looked like,
Bro, it was like he was
literally gonna-
flying. He was flying through the water. There's no way he's going to be able to jump to the side because he was in a way worse position than I was. So what I did was I stood on the side, I grabbed Brian, pulled him to the side.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh! No way! Oh! Anthony, we could have died!
literally I got it all on camera, and then I pointed the camera because like the water was flowing at such an intense speed that I remember pointing the camera. I'm like, we were in that.
I've never seen water move that fast in my whole entire life.
Dude.
When we came outside, but was it raining?
No,
Nope.
it wasn't raining.
How weird is that?
It just stopped raining when we got out.
But keep in mind, this tunnel is miles and miles long, so it could have been raining at a different area in San Diego. Like, we don't know. Our parents are Arab, right? Like, if you hurt your knee or something, they're not like, oh, let's go to the doctor. They're like, oh, man up, you know?
Yeah.
My mom, like, saw the toll that it took on me really bad when I woke up the next morning and I was going to make coffee. My mom comes to the kitchen to, like, open the cabinet or something, and I got so scared, I, like, jumped and turned around because I literally had, like, PTSD. I had PTSD from almost dying. I was scared of everything for, like, 2 days straight after that. My mom told me that she was going to take me to therapy.
We literally almost died, and I feel like the video doesn't even do it justice.
No way. When I watch it, I'm like, dude, this doesn't look
as fast as it really felt when we were in that moment. I'm glad we're here to tell the story.
That was crazy. Never again.
Never.
Number 3, the possessed prank gone wrong.
There was this time we played the Ouija board.
Yes, I will admit I begged Brian to play the Ouija board. So it wasn't his idea. I didn't believe in it.
Yeah, as like a lot of people don't or didn't believe it, like Jessica. Again, like you were kind of skeptical about it at first, right? We played the Ouija board. Nothing really happened to you. You said you did feel a little weird in the moment.
I just felt like lightheaded and dizzy, but I was like, oh, maybe it's the adrenaline rush. Like I didn't think this was a common feeling that everyone had whenever they had like a bad experience.
Everything was fine. And fast forward about, I think, a week, you decided to pull a prank that you thought was a good idea.
I decided to pretend that I was possessed.
That prank, did you feel anything in the moment? Like you were obviously in character.
Okay, one, I couldn't pause the prank. Then you would know that I was like messing with you. I couldn't just be like, hey Brian, I feel really weird. But then also it went along with the video. Remember in the video I kept saying, I feel weird, but there was like truth to it.
Are you okay?
I was was literally pretending I was possessed, so that would have been the perfect moment for something to just like come in, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So in that moment, did you feel vulnerable? Like,
I think I put myself in the most vulnerable position because I was literally inviting something in.
So vulnerable and something is taking over, but you can't like snap out of it. Like you're now in that act.
Exactly.
I still remember at times you were laughing.
What are you laughing for?
Honestly, I was laughing because I was scared. I felt like something was taking over me, that I was like, okay, this is weird, but I had to like carry on with the prank.
Can you please stop?
Okay, get out.
Get out for what? I'm not leaving my room. I'm scared.
Brian, get out of here.
And it's like,
Say that like you don't remember some parts of it.
Honestly, yeah. Felt like I was only carrying this prank on for like 5 minutes, but then whenever we watched the footage, it was like an hour long of footage.
I was actually scared. I locked myself in the bathroom. She came towards me. I locked myself in the bathroom, and I couldn't tell when she was like talking. She's like, Brian, I was just kidding. It was a prank. I'm like, how do I know? After I realized that it was a prank and everything was good, Noor was telling me off camera that she literally did feel weird throughout the prank.
I was literally like chugging water. Like I was like, I don't know what would make me feel better. And this was after the camera was cut and everything.
Kind of like the same symptoms that Jessica was experiencing.
Sounds like it is.
So the next morning, I wake up to a call from Noor as to what happened to you overnight after that. So if you want to explain to everyone, this is actually crazy.
First, I'm going to start off by saying that I had this bracelet. It's like a Catholic saint. It's like Saint Christopher, and it's known for protection. So I woke up in the middle of the night with the urge to throw up. So I run to the restroom and throw up.
So the same as Jessica.
Exactly, the same exact symptoms as Jess. So then I go back to my bed and I notice that my bracelet is laying there like right next to my pillow.
So how long was the bracelet on your wrist prior to it like
Dude, like
coming
years.
off? Years?
Like I would say I wore it for like 2 to 3 years. Like that bracelet was literally tied onto my wrist. Like
Never came.
it never came off.
Dude, imagine like in your sleep, something
No, don't say
came
that.
to you and untied it.
And laid it neatly.
It was literally laid out like neatly untied right next to me.
So not only that, but Noor, something very recent just happened to you, right?
Yes, with Anthony.
What happened with me?
What have you been doing on YouTube?
My series?
Your series, your Ouija board series.
Yeah.
I'm going over Anthony's house to like help him with the series or whatever, and I pick up a Ouija board on the way, put it in my trunk, drove to Anthony's, and like I handed it to you, right?
Yeah.
I just felt really weird. I felt super dizzy. Little did I know that was like we were kind of inviting everything back in.
Why do you say inviting it back? What happened?
So I have like these like crosses on my nails, right? And usually when they fall off, the whole thing falls off, like the whole decal. Only one arm of the cross fell off.
Oh my god, the fire's going crazy.
No.
That's actually really scary.
Dude, that's like impossible. Like someone had to like literally rip off only one arm.
That's actually weird.
What does that mean? Like, this is also where we want you guys to come in. If you're very experienced or like knowledgeable in this
Maybe if you
field.
just have a theory of
Yeah, like a cross, a part of the cross breaking off. Like what could that mean?
After she went to Anthony's house, hearing a ton of Ouija board stories.
Comment down below what you guys think it meant. So at first I thought it was a coincidence, and I looked at my other finger and like the cross was like fully intact. If this is a sign, like a warning sign, then the same exact thing will happen to this cross. And that same exact day, I was pumping gas and I looked down on my finger and the other arm, the right arm of both of them. Look, it's literally the right arm of both crosses.
both of them are off?
Both of them.
Usually like nail art like that, like decals, they're one piece.
Yeah.
They don't come off in chunks like that.
I tried picking at it, like I tried ripping like the other side off, and like it just won't come off. This is just like warning you guys not to mess with it, because at the end of the day it's better to be safe than sorry, because we experience, like you two experience the worst of it. Just don't mess with that stuff.
Number 4, a ghost controlling me in my sleep.
So when I was around 20 years old, this is when I was living at my old house. You guys all know.
Yes, haunted AF.
The most haunted house of all time.
I personally hate that house.
It doesn't feel like my childhood home anymore. My brother and I went to investigate it like 2 weeks ago, and there's spirits there.
I watched that video and that was a pretty terrifying video.
Yeah, so
If you guys can't see it, the fire keeps on like spinning like a tornado. So back in 2017, I was experiencing a lot of haunted paranormal stuff that I would document for you guys. I decided to set up a camera in my room to record me sleep. I don't know why. Sometimes I would wake up with scratch marks on my back. I would experience sleep paralysis. It's probably one of the most terrifying things you can experience. Has any of you guys?
I have not. You literally feel like there's someone like on top of you, or like you start seeing things and you just can't move.
So here are some photos of how you might be feeling in the moment, but to give you guys like a quick rundown of it, it feels like something is on your chest, weighing you down. You can't move at all. You can't talk. You can't scream. And then the worst of it all, if your eyes are open, you will see a figure walk up to you. And this is my personal story, is my door was open. For the most part, when you get sleep paralysis is when you sleep on your back. I always avoid sleeping on my back now, but all of a sudden, it's kind of what we were talking about earlier. You let something take over your body because you're so like vulnerable. So like obviously right before you go to sleep, that's when you're at your most vulnerable state.
And they say like sleeping on your back is where you get like the most rest, or like it's like the deepest sleep when you're on your back. That's when your heart starts slowing down and you feel like you're falling. That's on your back too.
So sometimes you feel yourself going into sleep paralysis, but you're so relaxed that you can't snap out of it. I see a black figure walk to the door and stand there and stare at me, and I'm trying to scream for help. It's like
your eyes are moving, you could see everything, but you can't talk.
You can't talk, and then you can't move. You can't like wave your arm, and then you see the figure walk towards you, get on top of your bed, and stand over you. After that sleep paralysis happened, I asked my dad if he could set up a camera in my room to see if I could capture it, because that was probably like my third time I got sleep paralysis. And of course, tying back to the Ouija board, it was after I started messing with the Ouija board. I've never got sleep paralysis until after the Ouija board. It was about that time to go to bed. I woke up, reviewed the footage. I actually turned the camera on right when I woke up, like my vlogging camera, and recorded my first initial reaction to seeing the footage. Like, I didn't want to watch it first and then record it for my vlog. I wanted to like capture my raw reaction. And bro, the scratch marks were me in the weirdest way. I was scratching myself super hard.
You gave yourself the scratch mark.
Yes. Okay, I'm literally scratching my freaking body. What the hell? What the hell? I'm legit just scratching my body.
The control over your hand.
This is the crazy part. So this was the worst thing that I saw. I was just laying on my side, and out of nowhere, my arm just goes like this, right? It's normal.
How is that normal?
No, when you're
asleep, you know.
you just move around, but it wasn't like like this. It was slow. It was like this, and it went down like that. After like 10 seconds, you see it come back up, and then like fall on the other side. Okay, now it's regular motion. Oh. No. No, Mom. You see that?
Like someone was grabbing your arm and moving it.
Almost as if something like pushed my arm back and like released it. When I saw that, bro, I was like, there's no way this is actually happening to me. What the hell, dude? I don't remember this. Like, I'm full on asleep at this moment. Look when it gets pushed back.
People do not do that in their sleep.
The night before I had sleep paralysis, and the next night that happened.
That's so creepy.
I tried investigating more, and
Every time you investigate, let me guess, the ghost hides itself when you try to get it on camera.
100%. I think a lot of people after were like commenting like, yo, this made me want to record myself when I sleep.
That's so crazy. I just thought that we should record ourselves.
No, I'm scared of actually witness something.
Yeah, I didn't want to record myself after that. I took the camera out of the room after that one. I have no idea what this could possibly be. It could be ghosts, it could be spirits, it could be demons, it could be aliens for all I know.
That's what I believe. I believe it's some kind of alien thing.
Really?
Yeah, I swear.
I would kind of be less scared if it was aliens.
Have you heard they could like mess with like the magnetic field of the world? The universe is huge. The smartest scientists have said it's almost 100% that there's other humans out there.
Yeah.
They could be messing with Earth.
That's insane.
Like, that's just crazy to me. And
Did you guys see that?
Oh my god.
Dude, right when you said they mess with the Earth, the freaking fire went into a tornado. I think I'm done talking about it.
Yeah.
I
I think this is where we just end the entire video. This is the part 2 you guys have all been asking for. I'm telling you, we have tons of stories. It was fun sitting here with my family and sharing our experiences with you guys. Learn from us. Do not mess with anything that's on the other side. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. You know, just drop a like.
It's easy. It's like a second.
Bro, it's literally just like and subscribe and then click off my channel. That's it. Like, just like, subscribe, exit out, turn off your computer. All right, bye guys.
Peace.
So guys, this is the end of today's video. Make sure to like and subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you can get notified on all of my latest videos. So peace out and I'll meet you in the next one. Bye guys.